Nintendo is getting its own theme park? Get ready to level up and let's recap. Hey, it's Myah, and this is Buzzed About News I Think You Can Use. Last weekend, we found out Kobe Bryant had died in a helicopter crash. The news got worse when it was confirmed there were 9 deaths in total, including Kobe's 13-year-old daughter Gianna, the pilot, and other coaches, parents, and kids heading to a basketball camp. Investigators are trying to figure out what caused the crash, and a massive memorial is being planned and could be held at the LA Memorial Coliseum, which holds nearly 80,000. Kobe's death sparked a lot of conversations. Should number 24 be retired league-wide? Should the NBA logo be changed in his honor? But there are also conversations about his complicated legacy. He was one of the best basketball players of all time. I mean, he scored 81 points in one game against the Raptors in 2006. He was a proud girl dad to 4 daughters. He was a big supporter of women's athletics and established the Mamba Sports Academy for all ages. But there is something else. In 2003, he was charged with sexually assaulting a 19-year-old woman. Although there was no trial, a civil suit was settled out of court in March 2005. This tweet really sums things up for me. It's possible to feel overwhelming sadness for Vanessa Bryant and her remaining daughters, and acknowledge Kobe Bryant as an iconic athlete and believe victims of sexual violence. It's complicated, and that's okay. One thing is for sure, he accomplished a lot in his 41 years, and he'll be missed by his family, friends, and fans. We have more about Kobe Bryant on our website. This Sunday, the San Francisco 49ers take on the Kansas City Chiefs in Miami at the 54th Super Bowl. Whether you're a fan of football or not, some Super Bowl moments will probably take over your feed. Like, have you heard the name Katie Sowers? She's been with the 49ers for 2 years and is now the first woman and the first openly LGBTQ assistant coach ever at a Super Bowl.
People tell me that people aren't ready to have a woman lead, but these guys have been learning from women their whole lives.
Just as big as the game is the halftime show. J-Lo and Shakira are headlining, and they've been non-stop on social. And of course, there's a slew of celebrities in Super Bowl ads. Lil Nas X will be one of them. He's back at his Yeehaw gear for Doritos. Planters will still air its Super Bowl commercial featuring a funeral for Mr. Peanut, but they've stopped all their social media hype out of respect for Kobe Bryant's passing. That's nuts. It's confirmed! Super Nintendo World is coming to Florida, but not until 2023, so let's all be patient. Universal Orlando will be doubling the size of their resort, and 750 acres will be dedicated to Super Nintendo World. That's right, more than 500 football fields of classic Nintendo games are coming to life. Now this summer, the same style of park is opening at the Universal Studios in Osaka, Japan. It's gonna have a real-life Mario Kart track and character-themed power-up bands. Guests will be able to collect digital coins and compete against each other. I am so ready. But you know who will be collecting real coin? Comcast, the company that owns Universal Studios. They estimate the new park will bring in millions of visitors annually. Coin, please. Ethan's here, everyone.
Hi.
I missed you. Did you get through exams okay?
Barely, so I'm definitely glad to be back in this chair.
No school here. You're in charge because you've been tracking one of the most downloaded apps this week.
You're right. I was a huge fan of Vine and heard about Byte last week. Some people are even calling it Vine 2. In fact, Dom Hoffman, co-creator of Vine, is the one behind Byte.
I downloaded it too, and we've been comparing notes.
Yeah, but how about we start with the good? It's a newer app, so I was able to get my first choice of username.
Same.
Nice. I also found it looks and feels very familiar. Actually, I really like the content on Byte because you have to be creative enough to make a statement in 6 seconds.
True.
Most of the stuff feels like skits. Even Zach King is back.
Hot potato. Hot potato.
Oh man, he makes it look so easy. But how do you like the features?
Well, you can like, comment, share, just like on any other platform, but they also have a unique feature called Rebyte. It's essentially like retweeting. There's a cool search function too. It's colorful and it has something for everybody, even you and me.
I do like the way it looks. It's pretty cool. However, there are some not so great things.
Well, the fact that it is only 6-second videos means you have to plan a little bit more, and honestly, I've been trying to make content and find it a little bit confusing to use. The problem is I'm already really into TikTok, and it just feels like one more app wasting storage on my phone.
What do you think? Are you gonna stick to TikTok?
100%, yes. I just find it easier to use. You can post up to a minute of content. I also really love the singing and dancing challenges. Personally, I also find TikTok to be a really safe space and accepting space, especially for the people in the LGBTQ+ community.
Yeah, I've heard that from others, but it has its cons too.
True, they've had to address inappropriate content, censorship, privacy, and security. Just last year, they had to pay a big fine in the US for illegally collecting personal information from kids under 13.
How do you feel about all of that?
Well, these are serious things, so I'm glad they're being monitored. But honestly, for me, the good outweighs the bad. TikTok is a creative outlet, it's fun to use, and it's cool to discover content and to make tons of friends.
So, which dance are you trying to master right now?
Last time you challenged me to Lottery by K-Camp, today it's my turn. We doing the swaz.
I learned that one yesterday.
What? No fair?
I was running through the 6 with my
Krusty Krab is on deck. Mr. Krabs is in there.
You know what time it is. Put 60 seconds on the clock and let's do this. Mean Girls is getting a remake, but there's a twist. The new movie will be a musical. Tina Fey wrote the original movie in 2004, then adapted it as a Broadway musical in 2018. And now the musical is gonna be rebooted into a movie. What? A reboot of a reboot? I mean, the movie is so iconic. Ariana Grande even reenacted it for her Thank You Next video just last year. Thank you, next. Fans spotted James Corden and Justin Bieber filming carpool karaoke, but James wasn't actually driving. Have we been lied to this whole time? The Late Late Show set the record straight and confirmed James does drive unless there's a stunt component that the producers feel is unsafe. Of course, James jumped in on the controversy with this joke. How do we even know James really even tweeted that? Next. Disney announced that the next animated film to get a live-action remake will be Bambi. Who asked for this? Anyone? The original film from 1942 tells the story of Bambi learning to navigate the forest after his mother is shot by a hunter. In fact, some parents feel that okay, there's more to the story. As I was saying, in fact, some parents feel that the particular moment in the movie is too traumatic for kids today. It's gonna be interesting to see how they tackle that in live action.
If you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all.
Okay, Thumper. That's it for this week's recap. See you next week.